first thing you want to do, and we're not going to actually talk about this one because we've talked about it in other episodes, is you want to have products that you know you want to rank for organically. So you've made a few sales with your Google ads, and you know that, hey, these are good products to sell. I can rely on the suppliers, the margin's good, yada, 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 all that stuff. So after you do that, it's time to start organizing your site structure. Now, when you start a blog site, for example, it's best to have your blog site fully planned out from the beginning, where you know all of the keywords you're going to rank for, you know all of the keyword themes, and so you can kind of have your site mapped out from the beginning. But with a dropshipping store, at least the way we teach it, and it's your first store, you can do this on later stores, if you already have the suppliers and whatnot. But if you're just new, this is your first store, you didn't start with any suppliers, let's be honest, your store is probably a bit disorganized. It's not suitable for the Google bot to crawl. So the first thing you need to do is you have those products narrowed down. You have those suppliers narrowed down that you want to sell. And now it's time to get your site organized in a way that the Google bot can crawl. And when you're thinking about a Google bot crawling something, I think the language can be a bit confusing, but in reality, it's very simple. So, Mike, when I say the Google bot crawling something, what do you like? What does that mean to you? How would you describe it?
So the way I envision the Google bot is it's existing on the internet, and basically it's going through different web pages. So it's on a web page, and then that web page will link to another web page. And so then the Google bot will go to whatever that's linking to. And then it goes on that page, and then it goes to all the other pages that page is linking to. And so it kind of exponentially crawls out through the internet, link by link by link by link by link.
Right. I'm not even going to bother holding up the diagram, but yeah, you've described it pretty well. And I think even the podcast listeners will be happy with that. So, but you have to remember that usually the Google bot is going to start on your homepage. Not always, but for all intents and purposes here, you're going to want the bot to be able to hit your homepage, read all of the text on your homepage, and understand that, hey, as it goes down the line and clicks all the links, visits all the links, you're going to want it to know, like, hey, it's going to my hub page about vacuum cleaners. It's going to my hub page about, widgets. It's going to my hub page about pogo sticks. And as it goes down the page, it's going to go to all your hub pages, and then your hub pages are going to have products. They're going to have maybe some articles, and it's all going to be keyword focused and theme focused. And obviously, and the most important thing about this is that you want Google to be able to find all the pages that you want to rank, number one. And the better you organize it by theme and by keyword, the more the Google bot is going to say, hey, I went from this homepage to their page about pogo sticks. Their page about pogo sticks links out to like a bunch of other internal stuff about pogo sticks, which then links back to the pogo stick hub page. Maybe I'm giving away the farm too much here, Mike. Is that the phrase?
I mean, yeah, that is the phrase, but I don't think you're giving away the farm very much.
Because I'm actually thinking about, before you said that, I am going to do for our Elite Fleet members and for all our course members, I am going to do a updated SEO module. I think probably a series of lessons about this, and diagrams and things like that to help people understand how to do this, because it's going to be relevant to the services we're going to be offering soon, so people can kind of sit back, relax, and whatever. But back to the what we were talking about. How am I doing so far with the description?
I think you're doing fine. I think the important thing to remember is, again, to understand how Google crawls, just the mechanism in which it crawls, and understand that it's using the information that you provide on each and every website in order to assess what is important, what's not important. And when you get backlinks in from other people, that provides authority to your website, and essentially you have a certain amount of authority, and you can allocate that authority to different web pages by doing what you're discussing.
Yeah. Yeah. And so the next thing I want to talk about, once your site is organized structurally, I think it's a good idea to, because at this point, you don't have any like articles on your site, most likely. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. But at this point, it's time to start creating content that you're not going to hit naturally within your products or within your collections. And what I mean by that is, if you have a collection that's basically like Acme pogo sticks, and people are searching Acme pogo sticks, and Google is serving up like hub collection pages from other websites, your collection page can rank there with that query, because Google knows, hey, this is the type of page that is ranking for this query, so it's likely to serve up a collection page. It can serve up some other pages as well, but this is another reason why you need to do articles, is because if you have then articles about different searched terms about Acme pogo sticks, Google can start to show you for those search terms as well. And not only that, but it could sometimes show, and I don't think there's a way to do this, what I'm going to describe now, reliably. I think it's kind of just whatever, it's kind of luck of the draw, whatever Google wants. So if you have an article about Acme pogo sticks, and maybe it's like, I don't know, like how to make an Acme pogo stick go jump higher, any informational keyword about an Acme pogo stick, Google could show that when people search Acme pogo sticks on the short tail keyword. So that is something that that's like a side benefit, but of course you also have the relevant page that Google is biased towards showing. But anyway, after you organize your site, creating articles with relevant keywords is the next priority. And if you're not we go into detail in our course, and I'm going to even go into further detail soon, but we have videos, we have podcasts. If you search Build Assets Online KGR, you can look at some of the stuff we've done with that.
Yeah, I don't think we need to get too technical on this, but yeah, the whole point is that it essentially gives your site a much broader foundation than just Google ads. And it's not that Google ads don't work well, and they're not going to work well in the future, because they are, and we're only doubling down more on them. But it's becoming more and more of a necessary tool to have diversification, not just because they benefit your Google ads, but also they benefit, again, at the end of the day, when you want to go sell your site, it's going to provide a much, much higher multiple. And it gives you an option beyond just dropshipping if you ever want to pursue that. Because all that we're doing with Build Assets Online is just showing people how to get traffic and different offers that they can monetize their traffic with. So we talk about Google ads, we talk about organic search, we talk about Facebook ads a little bit. And all these things, whatever page you're driving them to, you serve them something relevant, whether it's a high ticket product or an advertisement or an affiliate link. If it's done correctly, if it's executed congruently, then you should be able to, get people to convert on whatever your offer is. And that's how you generate revenue online. So if you know SEO, you're a lot more free in terms of things that you can go after, because it's free traffic. So you don't need, like, if you're selling, the reason we advise against low ticket products is because you can't drive enough paid traffic profitably to make good money. It's going to cost you, a certain amount per conversion. And if you're only making $20 on a conversion, it's not going to be mathematically worth it. But if you can generate thousands and thousands of visitors for free, then you can really monetize them with anything, whether that's ads, whether it's affiliate links, or whether it is high ticket products, or even your own sort of like low ticket FBA product, even